I would like to invite Kaushik Roy, Regional Director, India with Kissflow. Kaushik is an optimistic and self-driven sales professional who steers business for India region for Kissflow, a unified low-code and no-code work management platform. Kaushik comes with an extensive experience for more than 2 decades in channel operations, sales in the enterprise segment. Being a digital evangelist, Kaushik strongly believes that there is a lot of scope in India for growth with the help of digital technology platform. Can we welcome Kaushik with a big round of applause?
Good afternoon. Just a quick thing, just want to make it really interactive because I think Amit it was like a Minority Report movie and so many technologies, so many things talking about amazing, beautiful presentation. So how many of you have heard about Kissflow? Can I just quickly get to know who all? Okay, we have like, at least like 10% of the people here. That's nice. If you've not heard, you're going to hear it from me now, and you can visit our booth. So can I have the clicker? Yeah, thank you. Forward, backward. All right. So Kissflow is we are a one unified platform on which you can develop your apps. And as it says here that we're present in more than 160 countries, we have actually been, Kissflow as a brand has been about 10 years old. And we've been present a lot in the US, in Europe, and in India. And if you see this, it's not an explosion, but it's like, our presence, which is all over these countries. And these are some of the brands that Kissflow has. If you see these, one thing which is very common, I'm sure all of these brands, most of them use SAP, Oracle, VMware. They use a lot of these known products, and another one which is Kissflow. So obviously Kissflow is something it's affecting them, or somehow it's very useful for them, where they're all using it. If you see Kissflow as such, our motto is power of simple. We try to keep things very, very simple. So if you see our logo, everything on the presentation, it will be very simple. It will be something that will make sense. These are some brands that we have here in India who are currently using. I'm sure by reference, by word of mouth, all of them have been using Kissflow and they have found some value to it. Okay, so a lot of people have been talking about app development, low code, no code. So I'm just gonna tell you that let's get to a practical problem where we have business users, right? So business users always think that, hey, when am I going to get there? Is my application going to be developed faster? How am I going to reach? I have timelines. They keep coming to you guys. All you IT leaders, they keep coming to you guys, asking you for when am I going to reach there? So all of you say, we're there. We're going to, it's happening. No worry, it's all in the, we use this word called roadmap. It's an amazing word, okay? So I'm sure all of you will agree to it. Now, the expectations are very, very high. Requests are very urgent. But again, from the IT side, developer skills that we have the technical, what is that called? The technical efficiency that is there within our company. There are a lot of new technologies. We keep hiring a lot of people. And in this field, people come and go, right? I mean, the jobs are never a shortage. And now this new thing has come up, work from home. So that's like very, very comfortable for everybody. They keep working from home, but they definitely, productivity has a lot of times increased. And also the fear of, lock-in periods, which is there. Okay, when is this going to happen? So what if, a typical ideal situation, business and IT always has to work together, which we all want, but practically it doesn't happen. Now, what if we empower business, we try to empower the IT, both land on the same page and build something together? That is what is Kissflow all about. So we are giving you a platform where we can completely help the business guys and the IT guys together to build simple apps, to build operational efficiency. So for customers, if you see a lot of places, for customers, we have amazing apps. You consider most of the apps. If you take like 15 years back, your phones had very less apps. Some of us use those button phones. BlackBerry was amazing. They did have some of the wonderful apps. But now if you consider we have these Android phones and iPhones, we have so many, we keep scrolling down, so many apps are there. Why? Everything life has become an app. A new employee comes in, he's like, do you have an app for this? Do you have an app for that? We're like, okay, we are making it. It's still happening. So the expectations of our employees internally itself has increased so much. The business people have, the expectation has already increased so much that IT is unable to meet up to all the expectations. But again, as we say, customer is first. Obviously, to help the customers, we also have to satisfy our own people, which is internally there, right? So, moving on to this, as I said, the unified platform that we have a list of things which is starting from the word collaboration, which actually came to true effect during the COVID times. So, is there anybody who did not take a video call in this room during the COVID times? Nobody, right? So all of you understand what I mean. So video calling has become, before that if somebody was calling us for a G Meet or a Teams Meet, like we don't turn on the camera at all. Like, no, I'll be doing something, I'll be in office, so many people are there. So collaboration has become very, very important. And then comes your case management, which is your incident management, all of them. So tracking everything which is there outside your system is what Kissflow brings in. So approvals over emails, approvals on one of our favorite app that I'm sure 99% of, I'll say 100% uses WhatsApp, right? We all have a lot of things which we approve on WhatsApp. Okay, go ahead, fine, done. But that is also something which we need to, each person is accountable. Like yesterday, we were here for this procurement event. I met somebody from Government of India for Karnataka. He was from the IT. So they have this e-office system where they have to be, the officers are getting penalized for not, if they don't meet the deadline, per day, 50 rupees or 100 rupees is being charged to them. So that's what I spoke to him yesterday, he said. So just imagine if in our organizations we have people who do not do their work on time and say we charge them 200 rupees per day. So end of the day, how much salary would be actually coming onto your hand? I don't know. So if, pardon? Oh yeah. No, what if everybody does that? Where will he go? He'll start his own business then, I guess. Yeah. Very true. Agree. Practice. So obviously I'm asking something, I expect answers from you guys. So yeah. So coming to this, that see these are the problems that which typically you have end users, we have teams, we have projects experts, all of them come together in one single platform is what we are offering. And the platform in action, you can see it in our booth, which is there. So this is the platform, okay? So we do project management, we do task management, we do ITSM, case management, develop apps, all of them will be there, along with collaboration, integrations, and obviously the one that we all like the most is reports. Everything we'll want one report. Starting from Excel reports is what we usually get, but nowadays we have amazing technologies which is there, which gives us very colorful reports, very nice reports. On the fly, it comes on our phones, right? So all the CIOs, C-level guys, director level guys, all of us in the morning we want to see one report, what's happening in my business. So that is something which here also we offer. Now, just one second, I think I missed one thing. Yeah. So as I said, we have redefined us as a work platform. Now, I'm sure all of you would want to know why such a name Kissflow, right? So is there anybody who knows why the name is Kissflow given? Awesome, right. Awesome. So this was in World War II, Navy, US Navy had this concept, keep it simple and stupid, and flow is for the workflows. So that is what is Kissflow all about. And here in Kissflow, I'm just redefining the entire thing. This is the entire platform, and this is how it works. Now, you can be a game changer over here. The business guys will love you guys if we have something like this. Now, we try to keep things very, very simple. Complex businesses, we try to give you a more easier solution to it with your help, obviously, with your help. We try to redefine the entire business process for you guys. So if you want to categorize us, you can categorize us as a business process management application development platform, which is there. And here we believe in the power of two. एक हाथ से ताली नहीं बजता. I'm sure all of you understand. Hindi एक हाथ से ताली नहीं बजता. तो business and IT दोनों together is what you can make the company better, perform better. This is, one of our largest brands that uses, we have like a couple of thousands of users. All of us know these brands, and what is behind it? This is what is behind it. We have operations, Reckitt has an operations over 34 countries where they use it for multiple things. They have integrated it with their ERPs, with their finance system, with their existing applications. We talk to their applications. We are one single platform where they come in, log in, do their work, and they're finished, and they go back home happily. Most of them go back home happily if they finish their work on time. Okay. Now, the problem which was there, the typical problems that came in, was the legacy systems, whichever is there. It was been there for a very, very long time. And there were more than 70 apps that had to go live in these 34 countries. Now, how did we solve it? We understood the requirement. Typically, if you see, we can show you in our booth also, you come up with a problem statement like, say, a purchase order request application, which has to be tracked. So this can be built over very easily within 1 hour, integrated with your system, and it can be done. So a set of applications that is there, or set of workflows which is there, typically can go live within 3 to 4 weeks. So the time to go to the market is much, much faster. Now, shadow IT. Can someone tell me what shadow IT is? So can I ask you? What do you say shadow IT is about? मतलब हिंदी में if you say IT को ज्ञान देना, ऐसा करो, or the impact of shadow IT. If anybody else has a different definitions of shadow IT, they can. So they wanted to reduce this shadow IT thing and wanted to have things very, very transparent. And citizen developer. So what the government has done now is they have enabled us to start monitoring, start putting in details where we can actually see where our application forms are. Similarly, you learn to be, we're just trying to make the business users also transparent. The company is trying to see that, yes, let the business user also know where their application form is going. One of the most frequently faced is when we raise a complaint. We want to monitor where our complaint is, right? Many of them, it just goes, yes, we'll get back to you within 2 to 3 working days, or 4 to 5 working days. In Kissflow, you can actually monitor where your status is. What is the status of your application? What is the status of your process? Where you are, who's approving at any given point of time, on your phone, on your laptop, it can be done. Okay? Now, I think I've already spoken about this, citizen developer, the power of them, the power of getting business IT together, and the power of standardizing it into one single platform. Now, what happened is that the rapid development happened, and most of our customers, we always have a few big fans of Kissflow over there. They just love Kissflow, and by word of mouth it spreads. Now for that person, his life becomes very easy. So that is why that person is a big fan of Kissflow. He would want to bring in a lot more processes. I would say a very simple process, okay? Like, since, we have, like, for IT services companies, we participate in so many RFPs, right? So, me assigning an RFP to my pre-sales person, I send it over email and get it done and, tell them it has to be done within a few days, say a week's time. I can quickly create a board, and I assign a task to that person and quickly go ahead. So, I don't need to go to my IT for that. I can do it on my own. That is the power which has been given to a business user. And that, if that person doesn't meet that target on time, it gets escalated, whether to him or to his boss. So that's the power of this system that we have. Now, is there anything else that you comes to your mind in which where you see that do you agree that more than one system, having more than one system in place, like I'm not talking about ERP or a CRM or something. Do you guys agree that, I'm sure one is the dependency. Obviously you will say that, yeah, why should we be dependent like on one single system? But there are multiple systems which you guys have. So do you guys agree that, we should empower business? Is there anybody who doesn't agree empowering business to help you to do things better? Is there anyone who doesn't agree? We are now in the Q&A part. I didn't officially announce that, but yeah, we are now in the Q&A part. So is there anyone who doesn't agree that business has to be empowered? Because I think business guys are the ones who are closer to the problem. They would understand it better. So most of the times the customers that we face, the CIOs who come to who we speak to, or the CDOs who speak to, normally business doesn't give us the BRD or the documentation. So if a business is getting empowered here, he or she can actually is much closer to solving the problem, which makes your life much easier. So yeah, so his question was how does he enable, his question was how do you enable the business team? So we one is that we enable, we make a champion within your organization who knows everything about Kissflow. So we hand over the entire thing to you. And then after that, it's a very simple learning process, because it's like, if you know how to use Excel, the formulas that has been used is very similar to Excel. The formulas, the pages that we have, if somebody can use Facebook, somebody can use Instagram, somebody can use Kissflow. It's so easy. It's very, very easy. Yeah, it's a very, very easy thing. I mean, I'm sure, our grandma or grandfather or everybody's using WhatsApp now, right? Most of them, they learn WhatsApp. So it is something which is very, very easy to use. And empowering your business, you can easily teach them this. Just take a session. It's a self-learning course that is there. Or we have those guides also how to get it done. Anyone who logs in fresh, it syncs up with your Active Directory. It also syncs up with your existing systems like ERP, CRMs, gets in data. That it is done by APIs, or if it's on-premise, it's done by building connectors. So our booth is there, and you can also get one of this. You would have seen it in our booth. This is a picture of yours where it's a bobblehead with a spring. You can also collect it from our booth. It's there. Do you have, so any more questions for me? Yes?
Low-code platforms are not meant for low-code, no-code platforms are not meant for high-performance, process-heavy applications. And usually, and that's why they fail, and wafer-thin applications are all good. But when it comes to heavy, business-heavy applications, it doesn't serve the purpose. What exactly your views are on that?
So it totally depends on the kind of integrations that it's basically the integrations that we do. Because the application, like if you consider low-code people, like we have Salesforce, Oracle, Kissflow, Mendix, all of them have low-code applications. I mean, we all offer a low-code platform. And in most of the applications that the customers face, they are built on low-code. Okay, it's more to do with the integrations that, like if you, for example, when we go to an ATM and we take out the money, right? So when that, many times the money will not come, it will fail. That not nowadays it doesn't happen. Earlier it used to happen. So that is because of the data transfer, the reading. So here your integration has to be really powerful. It has to be done in a perfect way. And nowadays the low-code platforms which is available is quite robust and quite powerful. And I think we have these amazing providers like Google Cloud, AWS. They've given us quite a powerful platform right now. So by the way, Kissflow is on cloud completely. And we use the power of Google here. And Google Cloud is something that offers us the capacity to expand much, much higher. And that's how I have not seen anytime it failing, but definitely if once in a while if it fails, I mean, tolerance limit is always there, right? It's always, I can't say everybody is super perfect. Yeah. They are supposed to be there. Everybody has a job. God has bought us everyone for one specific role. We are all doing that.